Feel the position of your body. Concentrate your attention on your feet. Relax them. How do you feel your feet today? Are they light or heavy? Now concentrate your knees and thighs, stomach, back, chest, arms, elbows, hands, and neck. Try to feel your bones. They are somewhere deep inside you. Imagine them. In what position they are now? What shape they are forming? What line is your spine forming? Can you see it now? From the top to the bottom. Now concentrate on your skin. What kind of touch are you feeling now? Are you feeling cold or warm? Focus on what you can hear here. What kind of sound can you hear now? Now let's switch to the taste. What taste do you have in your mouth right now? What taste do you remember from your breakfast? If you had breakfast. What taste do you like most? Eyes. Don't open them yet, but try to feel them. What image do they remember? Can you recall it now? With your eyes closed, can you see anything now? Do you feel any smells around you? What can you smell? What scent did your nose memorize? Can you smell it here and now? Explore all your senses and focus on the one that you want to focus on. Now think about your job. What is it like? What are people like, those you work with, both your closest co-workers and those who are not so close? What do you like about them? And what's annoying about them? How do you like to work with them? What do you need from them? What can you give them? What do you think they might need from you? Who are the people you work with? How well do you know them? Do you need to get to know them better? Or maybe you'd prefer not to know them at all. Now, please think about one particular person. What does this person look like when he or she is smiling? When he or she is angry or sad? What can they do? What are their daily challenges? What are they really good at? And what should they learn? What should they learn from you? Think about all the people you've met. The people you've met yesterday. What would you like to tell them? Under your chair, there are sheets of paper and something to write with. Please write down a question that comes to your mind when you are thinking about a person you work with. Write down 3 any questions. They can be questions for one person or several people. It's up to you.
But Sonia, really, why are you doing all of this? I don't mean this right now, but like, why are you doing what you're doing in your life, professional life?
I believe in the power of culture.
Do you really?
Actually, I really do.
That's great. Neno, how often do you have a great work day the whole day?
Ooh. Let's say 50% of the time. Yeah. Maybe it's a lot, but maybe it's not. I'd like to have at least 80.
Mariana, what is your least favorite task? Small day-to-day tasks.
My least favorite task is posting posts on Facebook. It's something that really is annoying to me, and it's basically half of my job. No, it's not. But yeah, I don't enjoy that. I feel vulnerable when I do that. Although I can hide behind the image of the institution, which makes things a bit easier, but still. Now, Željko, I want to ask you some questions.
Yes,
do you want to ask questions?
No, you can ask the question.
Is all of this worth our effort?
I think it is, yeah, it's worth our effort. Yeah, that's for sure. A lot of effort it is. And what do you think? Is it worth our effort?
Yeah, 90%.
Okay. Am I selfish in what we are doing? No. Am I selfish? What I am doing in my professional life?
Like, are your motives selfish?
Yeah, they are. Like 60–70%. This is good selfish. Okay. Does anybody else want to answer this? What is the scene? Oh, scena. What is the scene of people?
I think very simply, it's a group of people with the same or similar goal. But then you can talk about it, but basically it is. They have a similar interest and then they have similar goals for that interest. And then you have a scene.
Sonia.
Sorry. Yeah, I think that in the beginning they probably need to be friends. Just not the people sharing common just interest in what they want to do, but they need to to hang out generally together and be friends. Yeah.
Do you try too hard?
No, I don't think so. No.
Anyone else want to answer that?
Only with stuff that are not important.
Yes.
Yeah, only those little pieces of work that are really interesting, but are not very important, because everything else is pain in the ass to a certain extent.
But some of the questions are kind of offensive when you pose them to somebody. Yeah, like for example, why are you so slow? I don't know whom to ask. I can only ask myself. Anyway, I have low blood pressure, low self-esteem, and I'm heavy. This is why I'm so slow. Anybody else?
Yeah, I also tend to do stuff very slowly sometimes, and I think it's just most of the time overthinking or being distracted. So overthinking or thinking about 5 things instead of just one.
Why don't we get along? I think that we do get along.
Me too. I think that we are spending so much time together that it is impossible to get along 100% of the time. But I think that we are discussing so much and that it's natural to have some disagreements. But I think we get along. I think that we are all looking at the same direction, towards the same goal. That's my impression.
That otherwise, I don't know what else is there because there's no money and there's no fame. Basically, if people weren't getting along on some basic level, I think this will all fall apart. Because when you see corporate world, you see people just don't get along. They just don't give a shit about each other, but you know, they have money, they have businesses which they are all revolving around. So that's something which glues them together, but that's not happening on the scene. So I think people are getting along, although we may not think so.
What are you most afraid of?
Deadlines.
I second that.
I'm afraid of failure. Yeah. Bigger failure, not small one, because I do small ones always, but every day, but yeah.
Yeah, deadlines, like Nano said, definitely. I don't know. Not getting the grant you submitted, that's like some kind of fear. So that's it for me. Do you want to?
I'm afraid that I will fuck something up to the extent that I will endanger somebody's existence in terms of, in financial terms, so to say. Yeah.
I'm afraid that I will lose my motivation and jump out of the window and leave.